Hi, my name is Dalia Qasem and I'm going to be discussing the concept of our project. Carved is a project designed to house startup offices for creatives that want to kickstart their businesses. The structure will act as a hub that primarily accommodates rentable office spaces with various office configurations and a variety of studio spaces to accommodate for their different needs. In keeping with the theme of the building being a hub, a portion will be open to the public in order to encourage participation and collaboration between not only the creatives but the people that reside in the area as well. The area surrounding the creek is well known for accommodating many art-related activities throughout the year, which is why this specific purpose was chosen. For a connection to be created, the design incorporates carved-out terraces with staircases that wrap around the entire perimeter of the building, starting at the ground level and working their way up to the roof. The terraces speak to the context of the building as a continuous street-like journey that connects the activities of the offices to the creek neighborhood.
Hi, my name is Basant Ragab and I'm going to be talking about office configuration, public spaces and staircases. The configuration of the office is mainly based around an open floor plan achieved by the fact that the building only hosts a single core, as well as having amenities towards the back of each floor. The offices are laid out in a way to encourage and further promote collaboration between creatives as well as improve and facilitate communication. Looking at the floor plan layout, there are rentable office tables around the perimeter, with more collaborative joint working spaces towards the center, which help to balance the interior. The path traveled on each floor is defined by the furniture that can be moved and rearranged based on the needs of the people that use the building. Public spaces are located on the first and the ground floor. The ground floor is dedicated to retail spots as well as a public library, and the first floor acts as a gathering spot to give the general public a brief idea about the activities and the amenities the building has to offer. Going back to the previous idea that was stated in the beginning about the structure being a host only to one core, this idea was possible by the exterior staircases that entirely wrap around the whole building and also act as a second core that allow direct exit on all levels to the outside.
Hello, my name is Klara Bekhet and I'll be introducing the terraces, the structure of the building and also the facade. The landings of the exterior staircases form terraces that highlight the elevation of the building. The terraces have all been given functions that depend on the functions of the floor that they are situated on. For example, a yoga terrace has been placed on the first level outside the wellness room, and as shown in this render, a workshop terrace has been placed outside a workshop and collaboration interior space that already occurs in this particular level. The terraces extend our concept of wanting to incorporate the street life that occurs at ground level on the site into the building's language. The terraces form intermediate zones between the interior office spaces and the site of the building that provides the artists that work there with chances to change their environment and to spike inspiration and creativity. Structurally, these terraces were an issue as to keep them obstructed with columns. They overhung at a span of 5 to 5.5 meters. This meant that we had to adopt a rigid grid of 1 meter deep structural beams that span from the edges of the terrace into the 2 column lines inside the building in order to transfer the load. The columns also form a rigid grid of 8 by 6.5. On the terraces, the beams have been left exposed to keep in with the street industrial atmosphere that we are trying to create on them. Now I'm going to be talking about the facade of our building, which is one of the most prominent features of the project. The recessed parts of the facade that overlook the terraces employ a glazed curtain wall system. Shade and thermal comfort to these facades are provided due to their recession. The protruding parts of the building's elevation employ a double facade system, where a glazed curtain wall is installed 600 mm behind a reflected aluminium facade made from perforated aluminium panels that are connected with clips to each other and to the building structure. The reflected facade was chosen to further emphasize the building's connection and integration with its surroundings. Site attributes such as the creek water, weather changes, and surrounding buildings will be constantly and dynamically reflected on the facade of the building throughout the year.